Hello again. One of the peculiarities of the police in this country is that they are forever inviting us to guess the ethnicity of those for whom they are searching. This means that their descriptions of somebody wanted for rape or of a child who has gone missing are utterly useless. To give a recent example, on August the 24th, a 15-year-old schoolboy from Croydon, near London, went missing. The police thought he might have gone to Scotland. It was obviously a matter of urgency to trace him because he could be in all kinds of dangerous situations. I give a link in the description to this video to the first police description of the boy, which was issued without a photograph. It reads as follows. Police Scotland described him as 5'9", with a slim build and black hair. They said he was wearing a grey Superdry top with the brand name Apollo on the front in white letters. He was also wearing black trousers and a black rucksack when he arrived in the Scottish city. Could anybody possibly be expected to identify the youngster from this description? Of course not, because the one vital piece of information has been left out, the fact that the boy is black. Of course, with a name like Deandra Thompson and the fact that he was from Croydon, I was able to guess that he was from a Caribbean background and consequently black, but not everybody would do so. The most bizarre development came when the teenager was found, because it was only then that the police released a photograph of him. This happens so often, not only when a child has gone missing, but also when a suspect is being urgently sought, that some people laugh about it. It's become something of a joke. Perhaps a stabbing or rape has taken place, and the police will mention the suspect's height, hair colour and clothing, but resolutely refuse to say whether he was black or white. This must surely hamper attempts to track people down and means that the general public have no idea who they're supposed to be keeping an eye out for. Giving a description of a wanted man in this day and age in Britain without saying what colour he is pointless. This reticence now extends to religion too, especially when the religion is Islam. Leicester has for the last 3 weeks been racked by rioting and disorder as young Muslims and Hindus battle it out on the streets, with the police as usual caught in the middle, as picky in the middle. Judging from the press release by the police in Leicester, though, they are unaware of the nature of the situation. Not only are they colour-blind, they are also religion-blind. I give a link in the description to this video to what the police in Leicester have to say about the disturbances. I'll quote 1 or 2 bits. We are calling for calm and working with local communities. Sadly, what I saw yesterday evening was a minority of people intent on causing some disturbance, and despite requests into the community, this small minority persisted. Now is the time for calm heads and measured words, while the police continue to take action. I understand the significant concern within our communities, and we will continue to work closely with community leaders to identify those responsible and bring them to justice. What are these significant concerns within our communities? Who exactly are they trying to identify and bring to justice? We are not told. Nobody reading that account would ever guess that this is a struggle between Muslims and Hindus. Still, as the officer concluded, Leicester, as we know, is a harmonious and proudly diverse city, and we all want to pull together. That's good to hear, although harmony and pulling together are not really the impression that most of us have when we look at films of what's been going on in Leicester over the last few weeks. Rob Nixon, the current chief constable there, doesn't even appear to know the difference between a mosque and a Hindu temple, because he said yesterday that we are aware of a video circulating showing a man pulling down a flag outside a religious building on Melton Road, Leicester. I love that. A religious building. It's a Hindu temple. I think I might make a longer video about Leicester at some point, because one seldom sees Hindus carrying on in this way on the streets, and although they're being portrayed in some quarters as the aggressor here, I'm not so sure. Just why the police in Britain are terrified of saying that a person is black or Muslim, I really do not know. For good or ill, we do live in a diverse society, and there's no point trying to pretend otherwise by talking vaguely about communities and religious buildings. As for refusing to describe a missing child accurately because it would mean saying that the kid is black, that's just completely mad.